Okay, I don't know how long I'll get with this iPhone since it's pretty much full storage, but I'll just say what I have to say. I've been wanting to make a YouTube video for a very long time now, and now here it is, back on the YouTube side of things. But for a quick shout out, if you are on YouTube Shorts, I have been posting a lot of figure skating videos. I think that's what I practically do now, given the fact of where I am in my life. But I think today I just want to take this time to go over about the particular topics I've been wanting to share about, and whatever comes into my mind, I'm just going to share it. I'm not going to make it all organized and well edited as I traditionally have, but specifically I want to share about how living in a hotel for months, what it has taught me. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, why did I live in a hotel for months? Well, particularly it was for a job. It was an out-of-state job, and yeah, the company paid for the whole hotel expenses and the rental car, you name it, without going off topic. But it really changes your perspective, where when you live in a hotel for a very long time, you'll start to know the people who work there, and they're pretty much your family if you think about it. And you'll know who's there for the short term, and they are like the guest, and they're practically staying at your place. I know it's kind of odd, right? Like, a hotel is part of you. And the people who also lived in the hotel for long term, they end up becoming your neighbors. I remember this one guy who stayed next to me for his summer internship. It was pretty cool to get to know him. And other people, it was a great networking opportunity. Some very interesting people living in a hotel. And it really taught me to stay organized, keep my belongings. Where I also extended the advantage of having housemates cleaning up my restroom constantly, cleaning my desk. But yeah, no, practically my hotel room was like practically my home at that point. / office, because I did technically work virtually a lot. And yeah, it's not the same as living in a college apartment. I'm telling you right now, living in a hotel for work is not the same as living in a college apartment. And notice how the way I'm speaking is not like one of those traditional YouTubers back in the early 2000s that are like, hey guys, this is Ken Trinier here, yada yada. But yeah, so going forward, I think during my times living in the hotel, working, I've ingrained such discipline. For every hour I had to send in a report to my boss, right? And my coworker and I, we took turns of when we turn in, like, which hours do we have? Which hours are we responsible for turning in the report, right? So forth. But it got me so goddamn disciplined, where that it made me change my own perspective, where I'm a little bit accommodating to people's needs, but I'm a little bit iffy the way I just said that. But I don't want to say it made me militaristic minded, but it just helps me solve problems. For example, if I knew someone who just doesn't want to sleep on this pillow because it gives them allergies or whatever, then I don't mind spending an extra step or two to give them that pillow that doesn't make them allergic, right? Those simple solving problems. And yeah, I wish if I were to do it again, I want to extend my freedom of like, whoa, how easy do I have it? Where sure, I have to pay attention of when to turn in the report, but take the time to explore, take the time to understand the true adult world. But I think during that time, I just graduated from college. The post-college depression got me down. I remember every morning I just get up, get breakfast, touch base with the boss, enjoy that cup of tea. I remember I learned Spanish a lot, speaking with the housekeepers, saying, Buenos días, buen día, ¿cómo estás? Bien, que tengo una buen día. I remember that was my favorite phrase because I say have a great day a lot. So in order to exercise that part to represent my full me, just to say que tenga una buen día. And it makes them very happy whenever I practice my Spanish. I remember at the time I was into Italian, but since Spanish and Italian are very, very similar, it just made me want to just tell myself that, like, you know what, I can coordinate those two, learn the difference, because there are some similarities, like una banca, un banco, dinero, dinero, signora, signora, signorita, signorina, all those similarities. So yeah, I know I'm going off on tangents, and I wouldn't be surprised if you clicked out of the video by now. It's okay. Click back on it if you're interested again. But yes, living in a hotel really does changes your perspective. At sometimes you'll go crazy. You'll be like, oh my gosh, why am I stuck in this building? Kind of similar to back during quarantine time during COVID. You're stuck in your house all day. But it wasn't the same crazy during the COVID quarantine. It was more so as in just, what am I doing with my life? Am I really happy? I mean, granted, when I had time off, I was able to take time to go ice skate. I was blessed to ice skate more. Again, I was depressed. I was really tired. I couldn't ice skate 3-4 times a week. I think the most I've skated was 4 times a week, but 2 was quite plenty. Skating 2 times a week was quite plenty for me. Again, looking back at it now, I wish I could have skated. If I had to do it again, I definitely would skate 3 times a week and really enjoy Arizona, enjoy that new state. And that's the thing, I've made a lot of great friends. I mean, I was able to expand the YouTube channel. I did some different content, like making food reviews. And oh my gosh, I don't know if this is everybody who has lived in a hotel before, but I have for sure gotten super close with the hotel workers. Like, I constantly get to learn about their work life, have in on their freaking hotel work drama, like which coworkers hate who. And I guess that's how much they trust me. It's like, even though I was a guest, but I was a long-term guest. Whereas I bugged them in the lobby all day, and that's how I observe the whole hotel work culture. I mean, I don't know if I could ever work at night, but I don't think I think the latest I usually sleep no later than 1, but I definitely get up by 7 if I want to be successful. But yeah, it was constantly 7 days a week, nonstop. I don't know how I survived that. I don't know. I mean, there was times I wanted to quit my job, but swear to God, if someone were to ask me how did I survive or how did I kept my morale high, I honestly wouldn't know how to answer that question. I just had to go through it. Just had to dig it through. But another thing that I would do better again is to get close to my coworker. I think the coworker really, really wanted to get close with me. But at the time, like I said in this video, and many times for those who have spoken to me about this personally, I was depressed. I just graduated from college. I don't really want to make new friends right now. For some reason, the feeling of feeling alone and feeling sad was an addicting feeling. And that doesn't sound healthy at all. It really doesn't. And I realized that, but the one thing the coworker taught me, and I want to tell y'all, is that change doesn't happen until you start making that change. Like, sure, you can stay in your bed all day and still gain the peace of not wanting to be around anybody. But if you don't take the action of doing something that makes you happy, you will stay all on the ground, back to square zero, depressed in the past. And that's not healthy. It really is not healthy. So I'm telling you all right now that You cannot wait for change. Definitely be patient. Things will come for you and happen for you, but you gotta at least initiate your own part to make the story keep going and the pages flowing. And that's how true strength lies. True strength comes from actions being initiated, because after all, if you want to be the leader, you're the one who has to lead, right? So be the true leader. That's what the wolf doesn't have the easiest battles, or otherwise, like realistically, if you see a wolf from the wild, do you expect it to have a polished, clean fur like a domesticated dog? No. It's bloody, it's gross, it's rough, it's ick. Like, I wouldn't want to pet that. But what's truly admirable is the muscles that the wolf has gained. And 2024 was a really, really hard year for me. A lot of things happened. I'm sure there was accomplishments, like graduating college, but then it comes with a cost. But yeah, no, I've really, really have now, looking back at it, I wish I would go back to Arizona and redo the things now as I'm older now. But swear, I'm telling you right now, is that you need to take the charge and understand that if you truly believe you deserve it, then don't be afraid to demand it. I mean, of course, see, proves my point. I said I wish I had better leadership skills. No. I understand that my leadership skills wasn't good at the time, but now if I were to go into it again, I'd be a better and stronger leader. But no, I really looked up to my boss. He was like a dad that I really cared for. He's taught me so many things, and I'd go out and fight for him. I really would. I mean, he's taught me so much. And that's another blessing that I had with this job and during the time of living in a hotel, is to really, really, really demand what you deserve and to really take action. Solve it on your own. You can't always depend on advice or guidance, because I'm not a device to present the show. I'm my own leader. The wolf leads the pack. The wolf takes actions. There's no right or wrong way to hunt. There might be smarter ways to approach it, but how do you get there? You have to make mistakes to get yourself up there and to learn. Really, that's how true leaders do. You won't be able to take it in one shot every single time and have it done overnight. It takes time, and you have to give yourself time. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to post the whole thing, and if you're still watching this, good for you again. And I'm sure 70%, 80% of the people are going to click out of this, but seriously, understand and understand that you don't really need a big mansion or constant big worlds. Less is more in here, which was me stuck in a hotel, even though it was depressing. But it taught me that I had to take action for my own and really think outside of the box. Like me figure skating, that helped me. Me making food reviews, that helped me. But what are other ways that I can improve? Even though it sucked making hourly reports, but what are some ways that I could have managed that time better from hour 12 to hour 1, right? Or on days when I had the 3-4 hours to myself of free time, then what are some ways to expand upon it? I should have made more YouTube videos. I'm going to be honest. Should have. Or was it a could have? Who knows? That's up to you. Really, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got something away from this, then please comment down below. I mean, I would like to hear y'all what you have to say. But seriously, I'm telling y'all right now is that don't wait on anybody. Only you can be your own hero, just like the wolf can only be their own hero for him or herself and to his or her family. and demand it. If you deserve it, you demand it. If you believe you deserve it, you demand it. And never let that be taken away from you. All right, well, take care, you all. Peace.